Talk a little bit about this molding. Sometimes run into this kind of an issue. This molding goes right here on the car. You can see the 3 holes. So now you'll see what I have here. There's 3 studs sticking out in the holes. Push the molding, go on the inside. Reach to the rear side panel with the upholstery off and put the nuts on them. Tighten them up in place. What you run into with these, I'll go over to the bench and I'll show you what I had to do here. Sometimes the studs don't quite work on these. Slide this one out here and show you. What these had originally was these studs were pressed in from the back side. Well, these studs, as you see, they're not threaded. They're made to use speed nuts on. I don't think I have one. I'm going to run over here and grab one. I'll show you what the speed nuts are. The factory loves to use these things because they go on quick. They're cheap, they don't have to thread anything. These are speed nuts. They're just a piece of stamped sheet metal. They're cut here, and as they would go in on these studs, they bite in. They actually cut their threads in this soft material. That's what holds them on. So they're real quick and cheap. Problem is, once they've been used a few times, the speed nuts will go bad, but even if you put a new nut on them, these old studs lose enough material that you can't get them tight. When I run into that, let me see, I didn't bring over one of my other bolts. I should have laid this out before I started to make this. I'll just get one of them here and I'll show you. And I don't even know what these are called. This is a 1/4 inch. They come in all different sizes. They have this flat head made on them. These are carriage style. They're squared here. And that's what I put in here. Welded on from the back side. That's what all these are. The middle one was gone. The actual bracket here that goes in was gone. I cut one out of a piece of sheet metal and welded the same type of bolt in on the back side. I simply slide into place here. Move them wherever the holes have to be for the distance you want to space out your molding. They simply go on with regular 1/4 inch nuts now. So this should never be a problem again on this vehicle. This is one nice quick fix if you have this type of moldings, these type of clips. I can show you over here, most automotive clips are made like this. They're made for the speed nut. Here's a box I have. This is all nothing but clips and everything. And you can see here what I'm talking about. This one is actually threaded, which is good. It's not made for speed nut, it's made for a regular nut, but you can see how it's pressed in this clip that will go inside of a piece of molding, stainless steel molding. Sometimes they can be a headache. This is what you have to deal with, so you'll be innovative with these, whatever you have to do. See how this one is pressed in? They're all pressed in. So these were for nuts, these were not for speed nuts, but don't be afraid to change these over. Make them functional for whatever you need. That's one little trick I had to do on this one. It takes a little time, but one of those things that had to be done. So there you go, guys. You have that one. I'll go ahead and get this molding installed now. We should be good to go. Alright, guys. Here we are. 10 o'clock at night here. Nice and dark out already. Show you where we're at progress-wise here.
We got this swing arm out here, and pretty much trying to see how things line up.
Front end, pretty much all that together, except for the bumper.
Personally, I think that
some of this car was already apart when I got it, so I'm learning on some of it as I go.
Cool.
Repainted all these splash aprons.
I think Jim's got to make a few notches there because of the travel of the swing arm. But other than that, at this point, I think everything's okay.
I think it looks so cool just from the machine.
There you go, this side.
Yeah.
You know, this
all
project
moldings
has a
are all
really
on.
tight timeline for the what we're doing here. This is a total.
I got a battery down. I'm going to have to stop and change it. We'll pick up from there. Alright guys, here's where we left off.
See boys and Jesse with a pink bike. How they live that down.
There you can see how the car looks.
Oh, yeah, sure. I guess it works business.
Molding's on.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, nice to meet you. Now we've got a good idea.
All the window trim is back on.
Get the frame done, get it over Scott and Casey. It's how a lot of work, and they don't need to wait on me.
On this side, moldings are all on. Fit is fair on them. I don't know what kind of work's been done on this car before. Or they got them back as good as they would go back.
Measurements, take a couple of conservatives, try to get some room to keep cutting back on. George helped me hold the frame down, line everything up.
Show moldings are all back on.
I pretty much got it where I want it. A little
Show
bending,
wipers.
a little straight.
Stainless panel up here is all back on.
There. That done, finally moving, I'm just now building up steam. I really expect to
Like I said before, front end together.
If I do, I feel like I'm still on course.
Got a light test for everything, but I have one that works. Taillights in the rear bumper on this car, so when I install the bumper, we'll have taillights. So that's where we're at with it today, guys. I'm going to call it a night, go in the house, get cleaned up. Maybe have some ice cream. Come out here tomorrow, and I'll get this deck lid finished, sanded and buffed. Took a couple days off from finishing that. So we'll get that done. Get that reinstalled. See if I get this big monster hood put back on. After that, we'll have the bumpers. And then we'll be done with the outside of the body on this one. I've got the rubber to put on the doors yet. Not a big deal on that. Trunk seal. Put the gas tank back in it and the interior, and we'll be done. Still kind of shooting for by the weekend on this one. Have it done and out of the shop. Let's see how it all goes. All right, guys, that's it for tonight.